Hey guys, welcome back to another replay. This time I'm on Westfield and it's full tier 10 match, 2 arty, and I'm in my WZ-111 5A. So on this map, I generally just go heal and any tank I'm playing. It's really the better place to go on this map. K and 0 line are quite useless because it's pretty hard to push around the back of the map there. Most tanks, probably bar a TVP or a bat chat, will be pretty good on the hill. Especially things like the British and American mediums, because they have some degrees of gun depression, so you can sort of work the ridge line and not overexpose yourself. Even Russian mediums are great up here because you can get into the middle and, I don't know, just go hold down, especially with the 140. That's amazing on this map. So the main thing to keep in mind here on this map is that you don't want to sit behind on this ridge all the time, because the way the map's designed, if you move into the middle, you just sort of get like this massive advantage over the other side because you can shoot into the bowl without getting shot back at. Which is what I'm going to plan to do here. I'm just being a little bit careful at first because I don't know what the enemy team's doing straight off. I do want to shoot this 260 because he's quite dangerous. Now as you can see, the 260 and the IS-7 are both trying to push into the bowl. You can see it's pretty much a very effective move. And what I've done here is unfortunately got myself stuck between a 260 and a 5A, so I copped quite a big hit there. But the 260 is a one shot, so I can finish him off. Now I want to shoot this 5A up here because he's being pretty aggressive. I need to show him that someone's noticed he's here. And as you can see, that sort of gave a bit of a warning and he pulled back. Unfortunately though, their IS-7 and Type 5 is pushing into the middle. This means that I've really got to get out of this bowl because, as I said before, when you push into the middle, you sort of like get free shots and everyone on the bowls on either side. What I'm going to do is move around the back here and try to hold them off because they've pushed right up. I do have to be careful of that 5A on the hill though because he can hit me from there. So I'm just shooting a few shots into these guys here. I was going to poke the hill there, but then I realised I had not as much gun depression as I thought I did. Thankfully though, this Type 5 is pretty clueless as they usually are, so I can sort of just go farm. I am double checking to make sure that the 5A is poking the ridge and not aiming at me. We're just basically going to just keep doing this until there's something happens, and this actually genuinely made me laugh here. I really don't know what this IS-7 was thinking. I haven't seen a play that bad in ages, but either way I was pretty grateful for it because it meant we got a really good upper hand here. Easy to deal with an IS-7 who's pretty distracted, and can now finish off the Type 5. Next thing I want to do is try to get rid of the 5A because he's a one shot and he's a pretty dangerous tank, but Artie does finish him off there. So now what I want to do is push into this middle bowl between the two hills and try to kill this Jagdpanzer in here. I'm being a bit careful because I am nearly a one shot. I actually might be a one shot to him if he rolls high. Unfortunately the Sheridan does poke over the ridge and takes a good 399 off me, so now I'm a guaranteed one shot to the Jagdpanzer, so I've got to be a lot more careful in my play. That was an unfortunate bounce, but this has got a pretty good reload for a heavy tank, so I should be able to pick apart the Jag pretty fast. Now looking at the map, you can see that I've done over 5,000 damage and at 2 kills, and the guys in K and 0 line still haven't moved from where they are, so that kind of gives you a good idea of how useless it is over there most of the time. Either way, I can push up now to this Jag. This does bring me on to a bit of a point I want to make here, is that a lot of people, they tend to, when they realise they're one shot to a certain tank, go full passive mode and don't do anything. But I sort of wanted to show here how that, even though I am a one shot to the Jag, that I can still be aggressive, because as long as I've got hit points and I'm not actually dead, I can still be useful in the game. I wanted to get back into the middle to sort of get an idea of where everyone is, but there Sheridan makes a charge for our Jag, But I do get to finish him off there, which is good. So I can sort of just continue on to what I was doing, which is just move into the middle, because I don't know where the Foch, Grill, or 2684 are. I do spot the, well, I don't spot, I do see the 2684 is now spotted over there, but I'm still not sure where the Grill and Foch are, and they're quite dangerous to me. I was trying to poke the ridge here just to see whether the Foch was in the middle of the town. But then I realised that him and the 140 are both charging the IS-7 over there, so I've really got to go back and help that guy. Someone in chat did mention that the Foch was firing full HE, so I guess that's why the IS-7 is surviving for so long. Usually he'd be dead pretty soon. 140 though is pretty distracted with the IS-7, so I can pick him up. And the Foch has realised that I'm behind him now, so he's going to try to run away. I think his engine's damaged or something, because he seems to be going really slow there. But I do put a tracking shot in, which means he can Artie, or at least our Artie can aim in on him. And they do put a nasty 594 hit, that's pretty bad. I do get a nice fire kill there, so I was pretty happy about that. And that's pretty much the game actually, it was just a clean up from here on. I was hoping to break the 10k barrier, but no one really saved me the health from the 2684, unfortunately. One thing to note is that our team actually did in the end push K and 0 line and move around the back. A lot of the time though that doesn't happen, they sort of just sit there for the entire length of the game, and you sort of wish they were up on the hill because they could have actually helped win the hill. But either way, it was a win. I was going to go for a ramming kill, but then I realised I didn't want to lose much more health because it's repair costs, so finished him off with a shot, ended up with 8,920 damage, 6 kills and 618 assists. Alright, for the final results, so it was a nice tanker, top gun, high caliber, brawler and a medal for setting a tank on fire, and I don't know what those other ones are. I did 8,920 damage, got 6 kills, and earned 1,488 base XP. On the final result page here, you can see that I did 618 assisted damage. We earned 103,000, but that's only because I couldn't resupply my consumables, and made 2,455 XP.